nervous breakdown, and she just hasn't been well ever since. I used to call and speak with her regularly, but now when I phone, I just get the runaround. All I get are some letters in the mail.
Well,
hey, y'all.
You see, I don't typically do out-of-town jobs, so...
But it's just that I don't want to hire anyone from there because I don't know if I could
We're
trust
gonna get
them.
started. I didn't mean to press the live
How
button.
do you know you can trust me?
Movie's going.
Hey, Carson.
The
I think it
Prime.
might be a good idea for you to
Amazon
get
Prime
on town
done
for a
it.
few
Let me
weeks.
get some friends going.
We're talking
So
about Galveston
it's called
here.
The Poison Rose, okay?
What's wrong with Galveston?
Not a thing. Just not for me.
Maybe press Carson.
We're gonna invite some people on. I'm looking right
A
here.
beautiful woman with a sob story has always been one of my weaknesses. Along with her having an open checkbook.
We got it shared with what's really going on in the city. Where else will they let us share it? Okay. Hold on. Yep, I'm looking. Okay. We're going to share into Ladies Up in Smoke, Ladies Up to Smoke OG. Okay.
There I was back in Texas.
We're going to find, okay, so we got that going, right? Got some people on here. Hey y'all, hey Miranda. Hey y'all. Have y'all heard of this movie called The Poison Rose? It stars Morgan Freeman and John Travolta.
A lot has happened since I left Texas.
John Travolta was in Texas. He was a star football player in this little bitty town in Texas. There's these little bitty towns in Oklahoma.
Maybe I drank enough to finally face the shame of my past. I ran out on Dane, the only woman I've ever loved, faster than I ever ran on the field, after I disgraced myself in that fateful final game.
Football, football, Listen. By the way, according to the news, President Donald Trump is playing golf right now. And who really cares? I don't. It's okay, though. I'm glad to know he's okay and alive. Don't want nobody bother you. What I'm doing now in our caboodle that we got from the Ulta on sale. I just took the plastic out because it's easier. But it's a cute little caboodle. I'll show you again in a minute. See that? So John Travolta was in L.A., the city of angels, Los Angeles. Not. Guess what? Now he's in Texas.
From the Institute, aren't you?
Nope, I'm just here to visit a patient.
A friend?
He was hired by his ex-girlfriend in Texas because he's a private detective. Did I tell you that? He's a PI,
Yes, he is.
private investigator. Wait. And I think that big old heavy guy that they've got playing as the doctor that's got a mental disorder down there at the nursing home called Private Meadows. Every town around, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, worldwide.
I'm here to see
You know?
patient of yours by the name of Barbara Van Pool.
Barbara Van Pool.
Something wrong?
No. That name doesn't sound familiar. Can you describe her?
Well, she lives here. I think you do a better job than I can. She's probably in your files there. Just check them.
I'll get Dr. Mitchell.
All right.
Dr. Mitchell. I think Dr. Mitchell is Brandon Fraser. You know, he's sick now. He's got some stuff going on. Isn't that pretty? Put that silver on top of that silver shimmer.
He's really busy right now. If you mind having a seat.
He was asleep.
Y'all do
Dr.
electric
My
shock
butt.
treatment here?
Not to visitors.
Well, that's good news.
Oh yeah, put some of that pink in there, even though I'm not going for a pinky dinky book. Just gonna relax and enjoy the movie. I'm telling you, I was telling my husband some stories up in here, and I was saying, you know, and this could happen, and that could happen, and da-da-da-da, and I know in this particular place what's going on. God done told me. And then, you see.
Oh, you don't remember me? Long time ago. I was a freshman, warming the bench. Still got splinters on my backside from there. Playing football. You're out on the field. You're a senior. You're scoring, setting records. We went to a couple of classes together. That is whenever you showed up. Miles. What's your name? Miles? Dr. Miles Mitchell. A lot of years ago. So, yeah.
A lot of them years ago, he's got this crazy.
He really could have been one of the greats.
Could have been one of the greats.
You sure did well for yourself. This is a beautiful place you got here. Thank you very much. We take pride in creating a serene environment for our clients. We service all the greater Galveston area.
Galveston, Texas is where this movie is going to be at, but it can be
So,
anywhere.
you're here to see Miss Van Poole?
Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Colorado. Think about it. You need to watch it if you haven't seen it.
Miss Van Poole. Yeah.
There's up to me to bring it to your attention. And so that's what I did. I want to stay strictly with this, though, but it's really hard.
No problem, my son? Hey, you're the doctor. You tell me. No, of course not.
I'll try to stick with just my alphabet. It's hard until I get to the letters.
Here I am visiting.
Like, what am I looking for?
I don't like to neglect a promise, so I
So they're in a nursing
visit
home.
Barbara.
John Travolta, the private detective, he's come to the nursing home 2 or 3 times to check on this individual whose daughter is John Travolta's ex-girlfriend, right? He married some rich guy in Galveston, Texas, and I think he ended up dying, so of course she's got
Well, the session goes
money
on all afternoon,
and,
and we don't like to interrupt and
done real
see
well
if we
for
can give
herself
them
and blah,
breaks
blah,
and
blah.
such, but we need to keep them focused.
But her daughter
We'll call
is
you
pregnant
when she's up
in
and
high
around. Where you
school
staying? Why not just
by
come back and see you? She'll be exhausted.
football player.
Whole thing.
who
Would you like to give the patients
beats
time to
her.
reflect and
we get available.
the
Or
group
does he?
is said?
I swear that's Brendan Fraser.
They
I
tell me
swear.
about this group therapy
So much
stuff.
so I would bet on it, but then I'm afraid if it wasn't him and he came after me, I couldn't afford him. You know.
It's considerably wealthy, and she has this belief that everybody wants her money. Well, I can assure you that ain't the case. So why don't we do this? I'm staying at the Lone Star Motel. Why don't you give me a call when Barbara's ready, and I'll come back. In the meantime, I say thank you for your
I
time.
went through on that charcoal gray. It's on the same line in the Ulta, and it's called Shimmer Raisin. I do not own the rights to this movie. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. As far as it's got a message in it. It may be a dark one, but it's got one. You know what I mean?
I felt the invisible tug of my short hairs when I left the good doctor, so I thought I'd follow a different tug.
What? 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 Hello. What's up, Big Daddy? What do you want me to make? What do you want me to say? For how much? They're at a party. Maybe a restaurant. I can't remember. Huh? I'm at a party? It's always a party in my head. That makes me so sexy. Talk dirty to me, Big Daddy. Come on now. Well, I got any what? Sick patient? Sick paper? I don't got thick, but I've got some cardstock. If that's what you mean. And so in this town, like every town, remember I was telling you, Big Daddy, all these crazy people that the whole town kind of takes care of. There's sign in every town. I swear. I know a couple of stories from some different places. I'm gonna write me a book one day. Ain't I? You're gonna what? So now, what? Internet keeps acting ugly on me. I don't like it when the internet acts up. I don't know on that. I forgot. Okay. I'm just taking my time on watching that movie. We ain't going nowhere till later. If we even go driving around. I'll do when Justin gets off work, though. I know, but we got our hot cocoa and stuff. I want to go riding around with hot cocoa. I'm like, yep. You're such a monkey. Oh, I got a good idea. I can get my glasses on and go up in there and get my elf blue stuff and silver stuff, liquid and cream eyeshadows, glimmering ones that I've been wanting to play with. And I think that's what I'll do.
And this is, I know who he is. I watch you every week on TV. That's gonna have all your records broken. Oh, man, that's what they're made for.
Hearts and records made to be broken. So, John Travolta down there when he was young, he became a foosball player. Football, you know. And he was, ooh, I forgot about these. We can get on up in it like that. Look.
So much talk.
There's one in every town, I'm telling you. This story is real. It's based on a true story. The names is made up. I don't know who wrote it, but whoever wrote it.
Let's see what you learned in the big city.
Yeah. So the doctor over there is the head of the nursing home. He owns it. Okay? I'm going to do a couple of things. Now I'm going to get in here with this blue. Yeah, we are. It's a special day because I said it was. Every day you're alive.
So there I was, sitting at a poker
very
table, surrounded
special.
by the people I grew up with.
So normally we go on a family drive and just stay gone all day long. Bring our own snacks because they ain't hardly McDonald's open on Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's usually what we do. We just reminisce and talk and have family time. Well, my son, our oldest, he has to work until way after dark. And so, you know, it gets dark at 5 o'clock now. 5:30.
Then there was Sly, the original hippie. He probably dropped more acid than Timothy Leary.
Yep, there's a hippie in every town walking around barefooted, riding his bike sometimes, unless his bike has a flat tire. Don't know how they survive this long on their own, you know, but they have.
That in itself had to be respected, considering he was a black man.
What did I do?
In Texas.
I didn't get the one thing that I got up there to get. Oh, was it in the other thing? Hold on. I'm trying to figure it out.
Possible straight.
Was it in there? Oh, no, it is. It's in here.
All or nothing.
Let me see.
That line of thinking tends to lead more towards nothing
See this from the
than
elf?
something.
I have silver. We can do silver.
The world is full of risk.
And then some blue. Is that what we want to do?
Straight.
I have black. I mean, I have all kinds of colors, but I mean, I'm trying to do.
Doc wins. Congratulations. Full house beats a straight.
I never lose, Carson.
Doc. Doc Morgan Freeman? Dr. Freeman? He never
Take a
loses.
break up by your drink. Bourbon in it.
Think about it. My town, your town, any town, Peyton town.
Been 12 years now. Fucking cancer. Nearly half the town got sick with it.
Blamed it on cancer from the big factory.
Oh, hell, I wouldn't know what to say. There's a
If I wake up dead one day, it's because
Becky,
I let out the secret.
married to that idiot.
That's it.
Stepped away from son of a... Oh, hell, here we go.
Boom, boom. Somebody dies. Of course, it's Carson
What the hell's the matter with you?
that kills somebody
Night before a big game, you lost your mind.
or shoots somebody. Oh, yeah.
Look, you take this money, you're not going to shoot me. You're supposed to draft. You understand? You settle down.
Now, do you understand? You better settle down.
Home, son.
Now, this loose pigment. Oh, yeah. You got to knock it a little bit. But you gotta have some to do something with. I'm gonna take here and go like right through here. And you can work a crease with this dark color. Get off me, you stupid fly.
I remember you. Was a kitty cat. Well, he prefers L.A. The sun, the women. Mr. Gregory wants to speak to you. Ah, I see that.
John Travolta and his cat.
You really need to get better help. Where is she, Mr. Phillips? I have no idea. I want her back. Now look, I found her. I brought her home to you, and you paid me for that. Come on. She was only home for a few hours. She packed some things, and she was off again. And that is not my problem. Oh, but it is. You were seen at the airport with her, putting her on a plane. Now I want you to go get her and bring her home. Even if I knew where she was, and I don't, do you think that I would bring her to you knowing what you did to her? What did she say to you? I mean, what? What? That I abused her? That she just needed a safe place? She just once wanted to sleep and not have to leave the light on? I thought you were smart. You're a sucker. Sucker for a pretty girl and a sob story. I'd look into that if I were you. Watch your back, Carson. Come on, get out. He was right. His daughter had spun quite a tale to get me to help her get away. And he was smart enough to know that I was dumb enough to give her the money. Once again, beautiful woman with a sob story. You figured I've learned my lesson by now. Not a chance. Mr. Phillips, I got tired of waiting. You never called. You are not a gentleman.
You are not a
How's Barbara?
gentleman.
Always fine. She's resting. It's a game
Always
day.
resting.
I got a little bit carried away with my affairs, and I'm sorry I did not call. I forgot.
Well, I'm here now, so you don't have to call.
She didn't want to see anybody.
Now, look, it'll only take a minute. And her family is concerned.
I feel that we have had this conversation already, Mr. Phillips. We both know what the family want. I'm sorry, as a doctor, I cannot recommend that she sees a stranger. And I'm even more sorry that you came all this way for nothing.
You know, the whole time.
Why did
I was
they
sitting
have
here,
to
I
make
told you
this
very much.
doctor
How do you stay in
sound
business?
so stupid? You can go fishing? Okay. Love ya. Now, finally getting a little bit warmer out there. Boy, you know it's going to be cold on the water. They're going to go fishing tomorrow for sure. Coffee beans with chocolate and my movie. Let's get a little more comfortable up in here. This is for all the people that have to be alone on this holiday season. I know it's a hard time mentally and emotionally, even for people like me who don't celebrate a traditional Christmas like people do, just for personal reasons, spiritual reasons. We do a lot different. We do believe in Jesus. I'm not putting that off. We just do our spirituality. Research Christmas. That's a whole different topic, though. So all I'm trying to tell you is this is for anybody out there who needs to spend some time with somebody. If you need to talk, I'm here. If you want to just join while I do my makeup and I'm watching this movie, if you have time, watch a movie with me and maybe playing makeup. I like to be here, especially on days like this, for at least a little while because I know what it's like to deal with mental illness, depression, and all the side effects from above, okay? I'm going to have to participate, and I'm going to scoot over here for a minute.
I found her file. It was empty. No progress reports, no med list. Just my client's address and a few paid statements. Most of his patients had passed on. It seemed like the good doctor was also taking bets. Interestingly, though, all the bets were for us to lose.
The doctor was taking bets, okay? But he wasn't betting for the high school of his Peytontown deal, okay? He was betting every time for them to lose on these, like, state and national championships.
Are you taking the
You
boat?
would think if you were really proud of your team, pride and prejudice of your team,
Do you have a sours?
that that you would what do you call it? Not bet against that town's team. What if all the players were good and they didn't miss any games? They were always the winner, and then boom, they lose, and they don't even know how. You know? How? I don't understand it.
We're gonna go inside and let us know if you need anything, all right?
Look through there. I should have one. There's one on the bottom of that. There's a silver pin in there. You can go ahead and have it. It's heavier duty. Well, look at this silver one. It's up to you, but look, I was just going to offer it to you. I like the silver one anyway because Uncle Joe gave it to me. But it says Barry's Tax Service. It's a pen and a stylus. But if you like that one, you can have it. I mean, yeah, I want to keep that. That's my only souvenir from Yellowstone. And Easton and them got my other ones.
Yeah, I was going fishing.
On the boat?
No.
Where?
Did you come from?
Don't know how to park it.
Yes, I did.
Go ask Dad if he can do the boat.
Yeah, can we help you?
I am not going to
Singing about tomorrow.
Don't touch that.
I'm just singing about tomorrow.
I'm not going. No, not today.
Probably.
I'm not going. You know what?
Barbara then.
Thinking that that place sucks, especially when you're on land. Aw, don't catch crap. Just sit and
No.
watch your pose on the boat. You got to go to an island instead.
As we approach
You get the squid. So you're getting your hands on and stuff. Yeah. See nature's footprint. Yep. I'm tired. What?
Dad won't stop taking off my $85 magnet.
What is all
Who,
the
Dad?
racket out
I don't know
here?
who it is. I had it on a porch. I think
I'm
it.
Miss Phillips.
I didn't have it.
I'm sorry.
I've been finding it around the yard.
Go tell your dad so he can find out who has it.
Developed.
We're gonna go to Dollar General. I have my
What the
money.
hell happened to you?
I failed.
We're not going.
That's
We're
fresh
going
dirt.
fishing.
Get that cleaned up for you.
I'm not in the boat. Not on the boat anymore.
Thank you. I appreciate
Y'all
it.
ain't fishing when we leave it open.
Happens missing it all behind by a
Okay.
touchdown.
I'm bad.
Favored by 11.
I want to go on the boat.
Still early.
I gotta check this out and see. Okay, this little splitter. Let's see about getting into all that. You messed it up at
They're gone, Mr.
Oh,
Phillips.
it didn't stand like this.
They
I
said
do
they'd
like
be
to
back.
clean up as I go, and that's what we're gonna
Guys
do.
in a black Dodge, California plates.
What are you watching?
Friends
This is called The Poison Rose. It's a movie, and it's based on a true story. Look, ow, I just think I cut my nose with my finger. I was getting all in there. And
Okay,
and
we're
we're going
I
on
took
the
the money,
boat.
but
I'm getting my
I don't cease.
Yeah, you better get your coat. You're freezing your nads off.
Oh no, Happy is still down. He
Oh.
does not seem to be moving. The trainer is on the field and he's waiting for the stretcher.
We have a little. It don't hold us all. It only holds 4
The crowd has gone completely quiet.
adults, but the kids all have their life jackets. It's a what do you call it? A women's boat, you know? See, we cashed in my funeral policy, and that's how we got the studio. And instead of paying for the whole studio, my husband really wanted this boat. And so I decided when he told me, and I love my husband so much, and it would be for the family, and it has been so enjoyable. It needed a lot of work. The guy wasn't honest with us, but, you know, we got it together. And anyway, it's just real cool that he gets to be a wonderful father to his
I
kids.
didn't know what to say.
He had a good
After all
father,
these
too.
years,
He'll tell you
It had to
that.
be perfect. And let's face it, the situation wasn't exactly conducive to small talk. I thought about Jane. I thought about Happy lying on the slab instead of next to his wife. I
Okay?
thought about the missing Barbara Van Pool and the mysterious doctor. Most importantly, I thought about having a drink, and not a small one.
A drink. That is alcohol.
Yep.
It's Jane. Can you come up to the house? I'd like to talk.
Before yesterday, I hadn't seen her in 20 years. I'd pretty much convinced myself that I was over her. But that's not the first time I've been wrong.
How you doing, sir? Please, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Almost. I'm sitting right here.
Thank you.
No problem. She'll be right with you shortly.
All right.
I'd rather have tape. I think the tape does better on the finer lines, to be honest with you.
Hello, Carson.
I like to clean up as I go.
Would you like a drink?
Well, it's 10:30 in the morning.
The usual?
They both.
You did well.
Him and his high school sweetheart.
Not really.
He left his high school sweetheart when John
Well,
Travolta did.
looks like you got
When
everything
he,
you need.
what do you call it? He was the star quarterback, and somehow the game was rigged, and he lost. And so the town got mad, or whatever.
So what
And
happened with
he
Charles?
moved. He moved to Los Angeles, and so now
He
he's
died.
back at his hometown in Galveston.
Had a heart attack right there in
Texas.
the garden.
I'm sorry.
He hadn't been back in so
There's
many
no
years.
free
She
lunches.
married the rich dude. I don't remember
He
who he was
wanted
in
it
the
all.
town.
Turns out
He croaks.
having everything
They
was a
have
little too
a
much for him.
daughter they thought together.
You mind my asking what
She
he
knew
did
who
for
the
work?
real father was.
It was an oil.
Anyway.
No.
But her
That's
daughter
simple.
is now like
It was.
15 years old. She's pregnant.
And it
Oh my
is.
God. The two richest
Like
people in
everything too
town,
good to
their
be
daughter's
true.
pregnant.
Comes at a price.
So,
Enough about me. How about you? You
she's
doing well?
pregnant by the main quarterback or whatever it is of the football
Well, we
team.
get by.
Oh, we have that in common.
Families want to keep it secret, whatever. This is the
I'd like to
times we
hire
live
you.
in, people. This is a
I
true
mean, that's
story
what
of
you do now,
somewhere.
right? You're a private investigator.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm going to need all the help I can get. Still a small town and people have nothing to do with talk.
Talk about what?
Oh, come on. How many 22-year-old athletes do you see convulsing on a football field?
Well, he got hit pretty hard. And that happens.
Yeah, well, I've already heard rumors. They don't think this was football related. Sheriff Walsh is an idiot. He'll want a quick and clean answer. You both know his stupidity is limitless.
Well, how'd he get to be sheriff anyway?
For that very reason. It's a
Think
bad
about
place,
it.
Carson.
Think
Far
about it.
worse than you can imagine. Doc owns everything and everybody. For years, I hated you for leaving. Over time, I came to understand that escaping this place was the smartest thing you could do.
But you didn't take her with you. Shame on you. You took her virginities.
Happy was running
You
around
loved
town with
her,
that
you knew
slut,
it.
Rose.
But you
My
left her
daughter's a smart
hanging.
wife. This is the first place they'll come
And you
looking.
went galley back in the line, you little fool.
Why don't we just slow down?
That's
Just take one step at a time.
Mm-hmm. That's like saying you only want to stick you.
Becky hasn't had it easy these past few years.
All right.
My
After Charlie
favorite
died,
outline is
I
on sale. I didn't know I had a favorite. I discovered
admitted
my
myself
missus.
to Pleasant Meadows for a while.
I've been there, Jane. That ain't your style. You're as tough as nails.
Those nails got rusty, Carson.
Maybe you could help me with something.
Oh, about the woman in the sanitarium, Barbara Van Pool. I told you, there's no secrets in this town.
Did you ever meet her when you were there?
Sure did. That was a while ago.
Why is it that I'm having such a hard time getting a hold of her?
I don't know. When I left, I put all my energy into raising Becky.
Oh, and she knows all the
God damn it,
secrets
she had to
in
fall in love
the
with a
town.
football player.
And she knows that the
That sounds
doctor has
right.
something over the nursing home, and these people in the nursing home have either they still charge
You're
for
young,
the
Carson.
people that don't like the
Just
their
like
kids
me.
don't come see them or grandkids, and they have the money to just pay off the bill or whatever, you know, and they don't go see their folks, and come to find out their folks may have been dead
The
2
meal
or
will
3 or
take care
4
of your
years
first
ago.
meal.
It happens.
We will see you out.
It's sad.
Yes, ma'am.
So That's what war we're in now. It's not about
I reached out to my client in
fighting
LA
out.
to
It's
give her an
telling
update,
you.
but oddly
It's
her
about
number had
money
been
and
disconnected.
power.
I couldn't
That's
say no
what-
to Jane,
That's
so I
what all
decided
this
my
is all
first
about.
questions would be for
It's
the
the
coroner,
last days.
who for some reason chose not to return any of my calls.
Hot dog, buddy. I have been looking for you all morning. And who are you? I'm Carson Phillips. Oh, well, yeah, I've been rather busy. I can see that, Muttrey. You have to do that. I need some information about Happy Chandler.
That works, doesn't it?
I need a little more information than that. It's not about the money. Now, will you please stop? He took a big shot. But was it the hit that killed him? The hit was vicious. It broke his collarbone, fractured his femur. But we found extremely high levels of ephedrine and some yet to be determined chemical substance in his blood. Now, what exactly does that mean? Some of these
So if
athletes
there's
use
ever a
stimulants,
time that you ladies that live around
we've sent it to
here
the lab and doctors for a full
want your
analysis.
makeup done,
We'd have the
like if you just have a
results
special
of
party to go to or something,
And I
and
can't
you want
believe when
extra
that does come
good,
through.
call me if you trust me. Shoot me a picture, message, whatever. I would love to, beautify. Okay, I see. So we still got a. This is a very wintry look.
Sandy. Doc. You did a wonderful.
Well, thank you. So do you.
How about a nice glass of rosé from my private stock?
Sounds great. Oh, your place is so lovely as always.
Not bad for a full kid from West Texas, huh?
Well, if this is based on a true story, and they went after the people of the town, life of the doctor, per se,
You hear about your daughter, aren't you?
maybe she was having an affair,
And you think I can help?
Doc, you and I both know she had nothing to do with Happy's death.
Happy's murder.
Fine, murder.
Maybe got
It's bad
pregnant
enough she's a widow at this age. Now she's the #1 suspect.
and
You
had
have
a
to
baby
admit,
of a
doesn't look
different
good.
race.
You could call off Sheriff Walsh if you
That's it.
wanted to.
You flatter me if you think I have that kind of influence.
Oh, please, Doc. You could affect the tides if you wanted to.
All right. Let's say I do call Walsh and get him to do what you want. What do I get?
What you have in mind?
Well, you mentioned the tides. I'm interested in what's offshore.
I bet you are.
Who do you think kept the state off your late husband? All those toxicity reports. They paid for some of this. So you see, I've been helping you all along.
Her
How
rich
much?
husband
I'll be your partner.
been paying for the doctor to write prescriptions to people
Of course.
to.
My attorney will be in touch.
I just can't imagine.
Good. Now, one other thing. Your old paramour, Carson. I know you hired him. But you have to call him off now.
Okay, so listen.
Get him to stop
Oh,
snooping
and she
around.
hired the private investigator because
He could undo a lot of business
something,
just by
her daughter
making
was being
noise.
accused of murdering this man.
And what do you
because he beat on her.
Well, you can convince him in ways that I can't.
Now who's flattering who? I'll do my best.
If you don't, I'll have to talk to him.
Oh, there it is. I
Hey,
love
Slide,
this
how you
palette.
doing? Honestly, not too good.
Can I get you a drink?
So now they're at the local bar,
Why's that?
and a bunch of, I think casinos are involved too or something, I don't know. Seemed like they would.
Oh, that's it. All right.
But isn't gambling such an evil thing men do? Not just men, but
Couldn't get enough of that sweet ass.
I know people that have lost, everything, literally.
How'd you do on the
And
game?
some of them have, at the time, had quite a bit of money.
You know. Yeah,
So
Mitchell did.
it was very sad and tragic. But because they did that and they got hurt, and I seen it firsthand,
Lorenzo
it
did.
taught me not to do it. I won't even go. But I can see, sort of,
You got some pretty nice threads. You know what?
some going in with the dark blue. A previous Dollar General palette. It's Profusion, but I got it from the Dollar General. I can't remember if I paid 10 or 15 bucks, but it's really nice. I'm pretty sure this one I got from
Why
Dollar
are you
General.
asking me all these questions? Yeah, you know me. I'm just curious.
So I'm going into the inner eye.
I didn't like the look of the guy at the bar, so I decided to wait outside to see if he followed me. Instead, I saw Lorenzo.
As I'm getting older, I've been thinking about moving back home to my beloved's heaven. I'm tired of this city and I'm tired of being alone. And I've got folks back there in heaven. They are all waiting.
It was clear to me that he was a lot more involved in the drug trade than Slide let on. After listening to Slide's fairy tales, I went by the coroner's office. Skipping the science lesson, he said that it was tainted speed that had killed Happy.
Thought you said you were just passing through.
Tainted speed. And so one of their lead football players dies. Healthy young man, right?
Hard to do.
Very, very healthy. Very,
Protect Becky.
only
Happy's been blatantly cheating on her all over town. It seems like it's open shut to me.
How do you know it's not one of those endless Texas blue bonnets that he was deflowering, promising he would leave his wife for them and didn't?
I don't buy it.
Or maybe more likely, it's a bunch of people getting rich off of him messing up on the field.
What are you getting at?
Maybe they made him the same deal they made me years ago. But they didn't want him dead. They just want him to mess up.
You know what I think? I think all that L.A. sunshine's done made you a bit loopy.
I think it's cleared my head up.
It does dry my eyes. Tell me, y'all, am I really mean and crazy? Because I honest to goodness believe this is going on in like almost every town in the United States, including presidential. Sports is more important than, if your kids good in sports and all of that, Oh, and my grandma in Texas,
He really was a great guy.
boy, she was going under the table. I'm looking for my eye drop. Boy, it's just out of my eye. Dang it.
Is that your morning dress?
It's black, isn't it?
What there is of it. Did you get jealous every time he went home with his wife?
You want to know if I killed him?
Oh, and that's them, you know, their affairs and stuff. I wish I hadn't got that in my eye. That's when I should have flicked the brush.
Please, no more questions. You were a football player. I like football players. But not so much when they talk.
Are they over there? There my eye goes. It's making its own tears good. I got a little bit in there. And that happens. This one's not making its own
Do you
tears.
like to watch
Excuse me.
people?
There we go.
People. Yeah, I guess I do.
So with pornography going on, maybe even in a church.
Always whispering. Being secretive like we don't know what's really going on.
Well, I have noticed that since I've been gone, things have gotten a little bit more organized.
Oh, yeah. Daddy's got the whole state party.
Rose, I'd like to have a moment with my friend, Angel.
Yes, Daddy.
Let you and me take a ride.
All right.
You know, in one of your magazines that say on the YouTube, you know how they advertise like those newspapers or magazines that says, if you want to know the real truth besides journalism that won't blow certain things out of proportion and ignores other things, you know, that we state just the facts, whether they do or don't, I don't know. But you know, I mean, it's kind of like one of those. Read between the lines of the movie, you know,
We go anywhere in particular.
and see if it reminds you of anything. Good, bad, or in between.
For that van.
What we're going to do now,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
really
right.
through with my eyes, I don't think.
I can
I'm just
tell
going to
you
do a
what she
little
is.
bit more. But before I do anything else, I
that would
think
be
I'm going to do
nice.
my skin.
But if I do that, I want you to go home. I'll give you a healthy going away present.
Mm-hmm.
Carson, you're a smart guy. I'm sure you've put most of the pieces together already. I just can't have anybody poking around in my business.
Honestly, Doc, I ain't interested in your